Let's dive into the career of Harry Duncan, an English fighter as tough as old oak. Harry Duncan was born on May 24, 1882 in Holloway, London. Duncan stood 5 feet 8 inches and had an aggregate weight of around 148 pounds for his career. Duncan also primarily fought in the welterweight and middleweight divisions. Duncan's career spanned from 1904 to 1915. He amassed a record of 96 wins, 39 losses, and 10 draws. 44 of his victories were via knockout. He also had 4 no contests. Really quick, if you enjoy learning about historic fighters, please hit like and subscribe. Harry Duncan was a solid all-around boxer who got his start in the sport during somewhat of a golden age, or just before. He employed a measure of science in his offense and defense, proving to be a very capable fighter on any given day. Duncan was considered to be tough as oak, given his ability to absorb punishment and continue to dish out his own. Duncan was an excellent inside fighter and focused on the body, but his left uppercut was his signature punch. Duncan's first major test came on December 20th, 1907, when he took on French middleweight champion and world middleweight title challenger Marcel Moreau in Paris, France. The fight started quickly, with each having moments and things looked to be fairly even. In the fourth, Moreau caught Duncan with a hard right cross that sent him to the canvas and out, picking up the victory. On April 24th, 1909, Duncan locked horns with former British lightweight champion Jack Goldswain. Goldswain was an aptly skilled fighter and stopped Duncan in 3 rounds. In 1910, Duncan would have back-to-back fights with former British and European welterweight champion Young Joseph. Joseph would win a 6-round decision in the first fight on July 30th, before again picking up a 6-round decision on August 15th. On March 22, 1911, Duncan met former Australian welterweight champion, the Indiana Wasp, Jimmy Clabby, in a fight Duncan regarded as his toughest. Duncan found success with his straight right early in the fight, but Clabby jumped back in the mix and sent Duncan through the ropes with a hard shot in the fourth. Duncan bounced back through the middle rounds and had Clabby on shaky legs in the 10th. The momentum started to shift towards Duncan, but Clabby remained game and upright through the remainder of the contest. In the end, the victory was given to Clabby after 20 hard-fought rounds, despite Duncan seemingly getting the edge with his overall boxing skill. Duncan's next major test was former world welterweight champion Dixie Kidd on July 10, 1911. The fight was billed as a world welterweight title fight. 6 rounds into the fight, the referee was struck with a chair and all hell broke loose as it triggered a riot. The fight would ultimately be declared a no contest. It would be former world welterweight champion Mike Glover on the billing to face Duncan next on February 8, 1912. Duncan would be disqualified in the 13th of 15 rounds. Duncan would be back in the ring with Dixie Kidd on April 8, 1912. No stone was left unturned as Dixie Kidd would win a 20-round decision. Before the end of his career, Duncan and rival Jack Goldswain would meet an additional 4 times, going 2-2 between 1912 and 1914. Duncan would be knocked out in his final fight in December of 1915 before hanging up the gloves for good. Harry Duncan died on December 2, 1934 at 51 years of age. Duncan's legacy lives on by virtue of his great-grandson, who has captured and archived his life and career. This information can be found at www.harryduncan.uk. Thanks for watching.